Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my personal fleet carrier, never-ending grind cargo missions. We're wrapping up our cargo missions. Let's see, sis left. We have 8. We have several that are 6.5 hours from expiration, which we certainly don't want that because we get fined. And it's usually in the millions, so we can't have that. Boom time 180 gold partial. So we need to choose those and get those delivered. Especially the oldest ones. First, sis left. You gotta have this huge pause in between each command, or between when you say something and the command. I don't remember it being that way when I first got it, but it's really bad now. Boom 180 gold. Like everything, there's so much bad in a lot of things. Sis left. Boom 132 gold. Sis left. But we need credits in Elite Dangerous, so we have to focus on that. I know I have to produce a lot of videos on cargo missions, but that's just the way it is. It's the way I can make my credits. Seems to work better than other things, not meaning that it's great, but it is what it is. Look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. You get notified when I produce more videos, and eventually I'll get sponsorship from YouTube. Underneath the video in the description you'll find ways to sponsor our channel, and we need sponsors. And over the last 6 months, we've had over 18,000 views to our videos. And over the last 3 months, we've had 8,500 different viewers to view our videos. So if you sponsor us, you'll get listed in the beginning of our videos and the end of our videos. By your company, by your group, by your personal name, however you wish that to be listed. So if you'll sponsor a month, or some in a month, you don't have to be the sole sponsor. But we need sponsors badly, because we need additional equipment to store our videos, and we need to revamp our PC and our graphics card because they overheat and shut down, and I have tuned it as much as I can. So it's cut back on that quite a bit, but there's still many issues that we need to take care of, and we really don't have the finances to do it ourselves. We need sponsors for our channel. We have over 833 videos as of the publication of this video. So in a month, if you're sponsoring for that month, you get listed on, it's probably over 100 videos as a sponsor of our channel. And if your sponsorship is big enough, we'll even audibly promote your sponsorship on our videos, thanking you for your sponsorship. So please consider sponsoring our channel. Certainly use it. 4 of them. My gracious. Like, I'll be glad when we go to Dav's Hope. It's just so excessive. It's the one thing I hate, and hate is the word to put it, that I hate the most in Elite Dangerous, is the interdictions. It is a hate relationship. Sis left. And if I ever get an audience with Frontier, they're going to hear about it. I am going to give them what for. And I will be relentless about it. Because they're totally mismanaged. The management of Frontier is just awful. They have no clue what they're doing. And that's why they're ranked 74th in gaming when they should be in the top 10. It's because they've aggravated most of their customers to the point where they don't give them high rankings. No Man's Sky is like 15. So, I mean, Elite Dangerous has the potential. They just blow the potential. They squander what they've got. So, and they get people's hopes up about content, and then they're extremely late on getting it out. And they spend so much time on Coaster Planet and Animal Planet or whatever, all those other games that they do that don't make them any money. So Sis left.
Access granted. Make your way to landing pad number 11. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Hello Games that do No Man's Sky is far better at managing games than Frontier is. I mean, it's like night and day between those two companies. The Elite Dangerous is always trying to play catch up. That's why they talk about space legs and personal planetary bases and landing on planets with atmospheres. No Man's Sky has all that right now. And so does pretty much Subnautica has all that right now. They don't just talk about it.
Landing operation complete. Securing ship. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Now, are there parts of the game of Elite Dangerous that I like? Oh yeah, I like the fleet carriers. I like the SRVs. I like the graphics. I just think they're mismanaged. I think they have absolutely no idea what they're doing when it comes to managing their business. And I'm going to keep saying that until they change management or do better. Is this right? Is this left? We're down to 6. We still have a couple at 6 hours. We're fixing to move into the close to 10 hours on our next delivery. So let's get back to Sothis Mining and pick up some more of our missions. Now I'm hoping Frontier is turning a page, because they actually listened to the players for the fleet carriers. They made changes, positive changes, to the fleet carriers after the players pretty much just blasted them for the way they were handling the fleet carriers. And they made major changes, so at least they heard for the first time, I think ever, from the players and actually acted on it.
Docking clamps retracted. You are go for departure.
Like on the movie Dumb and Dumber, where one of the characters had his fingers in his ears and going, "Da, da, 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 don't hear you, don't hear you." That's the way Frontier acts. I just think they squander the opportunity to be in the top 10 of games, because they have the base foundation to be in the top 10. They just squander it. And the reason I give them such a hard time, because I want them to change. I want them to be in the top 10. But they're going to have to do some management changes before they ever get close to the top 10. Trying to let the star get out of the way. Well, I appreciate you coming along and listening to my rants. I guess that's part of the drama of my channel. I'll let you know how it really is, and on the positive aspects, I really do like what No Man's Sky is doing, Hello Games, and the company makes Subnautica. They're really trying, and they've got some very positive aspects to their game. And I don't see the blatant frustrating of their customers as I see with Frontier. So I see they actually try to make their players enjoy the experience and the gameplay. Is this left? But the things I gripe about are the same things if you go to the Frontier forum you see constant griping about. So it's not just me. Most of the players have the same gripes that I have. And the reason they get louder and louder and louder is because Frontier doesn't do anything about it. They keep saying, well, it's just, that's the way it's written, so you just have to deal with it or not play. Well, that's what happens. People decide not to play. They go to No Man's Sky and Subnautica and other Destiny and other games. You know, that's what happens. You get what you ask for. But if they fix the issues, then I'll quit harping on them. Sis left. Check on my stuff or my equipment just to kind of keep it going. We kind of rubber band and twist tie everything to try to keep things going. That's why we need sponsors so badly. We would like to do a better job. We just don't have the resources to do better. So I can take some criticism too, just like I said, out of 8,500 viewers, I've only banned one person, and they just would never let it go of how great Frontier was and how dare me ever criticize them. So, and it finally got to a point I just didn't care about hearing it anymore. Sis left. Boom, 132 gold. And we're going to get close to 5.3. Which I can't say that I'm upset about that. I'm not. We need it. We won't put all of the extra into the fleet carrier, but we'll probably get it up to 1,025,000,000. Sis left. Boom, 108 gold. Before we go out to Dav's Hope. Sis left. Boom, 180 palladium. Sis left. Yeah, the grinding is where I hear a lot of the complaints more than other things, and I could deal with the grinding a little more if they would fix the other aggravating things. But of course I still play. For one, it's the YouTube channel. But there are some good things. I hand them that. Graphics are better than No Man's Sky and Subnautica. So I'll give them that. But they should be in the top 10 of games if they would manage it correctly. A great platform.
Gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
But this game takes lots of practice in the beginning. If you practice, you'll get there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You can make the credits, you can have the fleet carriers, you can have the 4 cutters and the 4 pythons and the vulture and fer-de-lance and any ship you want. But it is going to take some grinding.
Incoming mission critical message.
Can't leave out the stuck throttles. It's not sticking right now, but a lot of times it does, and that drives me crazy too. Another one of those things I hate. And it's bad when your players actually hate parts of your game. Yeah, never-ending interdictions. And we're facing the opposite direction of where we were going. And there's another one. Just never ending. I spend more time in interdictions than I do delivering cargo. Sis left. But it creates the drama. And people like watching drama. So, it is what it is. That's why I'm doing 3 other games too. Doing videos on 3 others. That's why I keep suggesting you should try No Man's Sky and Subnautica, because I really enjoy those two. They're really nice, really good, especially if you're in VR. Very cool. And that pinball VR is pretty wild too, where the table comes alive. So it's really good too. So the times that you get frustrated with Elite Dangerous, there are other games out there that are pretty good. Sis left.
Commander, good to have you. Authorization clear. Your assigned landing pad is number 26. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
Is this up? Hey, look at all that. It's absurd. Like 5 of them.
Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown sequence complete. Power down your engines. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
And they do need to fix the asteroid mining, and it should be based on maybe how good you are at it or whatever. They make it too difficult for those that are not expert asteroid miners. Needs to be tiered somehow. We do it because we get so many views on our asteroid mine videos, but it's not productive enough. Is this right? For the amount of time that you have to spend on it. Is this left? We're down to 4, and then we'll be finished with cargo missions for a little while, and we're getting closer to that 5.3. So we'll, on this set, we're going to get close to, well, we're over 150 million so far. We're going to get closer to that 200 million over this set. But because we have a fleet carrier that eats up 25 million a week, which still is too high, there's no question it's too high. Shouldn't be more than about 10 million a week for all the services. Yep, still too high by far. That's another gripe I have. I have plenty of them. And that's what's bad. Why do I have so many complaints on one game? That's mismanagement right there.
Docking clamps retracted. You may leave when ready.
Your customers should never have in more than one complaint. In Elite Dangerous, they've got complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint. It's just constant complaints. It's because their management doesn't listen. So only reason they listened with the fleet carriers, sis left.
Romeo Golf India, FFC channel open. Submit a request if you wish to dock at this facility, Commander.
The only reason they listened regarding the fleet carriers because there was almost everybody, except for the apologist, of course, that complained. The apologists will never complain about anything because everything's perfect to them, I guess. But that's a very small percentage of the player base. No, I'm just, you know, if we can get enough people complaining like they did with the fleet carrier, then maybe they'll make the game better. fix some of the complaints, or at least give the player settings to choose how they want to play. That's always been my suggestion. Like on interdictions, you have a setting that's low, medium, high, and non-stop. So the apologist could play non-stop interdictions if they wish, where they never get to their destination because it's just one interdiction after another forever. So but let the customer decide their gameplay. And like the stuck throttles, you should be able to say, I love stuck throttles, I hope there were even more stuck throttles, or I don't want stuck throttles. Or the mission critical message, oh, I want it to kick me out of the missions every time that I'm looking at them for the mission critical message. Or every time I'm in an interdiction or in the SRV and it slides and it turns me in the opposite direction. Oh, I love that. I just want to always be turned in the opposite direction of where I'm going. Or I don't want to be turned in the opposite direction of where I'm going all the time. So if the users had selections or had options, that would be better. So that way the apologist would be even happier because they'd get to have all the hardships that they want. Sys left. Now the apologists are narcissists, most of them. They just want to tell other people how they have to do things, and they want it as difficult and as frustrating as possible. I work with somebody like that, with a narcissist. It's like everywhere I worked, I've had to work with a narcissist. Amazing. They follow me around everywhere just to annoy me. And that's probably what the apologists are. They're just narcissists. And they just like everything to be as difficult as possible. And as frustrating as possible on everybody. Yeah, there's another rant video. I have a lot of those. I get frustrated and I'm going to take it out on Frontier 99% of the time because that's who creates most of my frustrations. But just turn the sound down and watch the video. Kind of a suggestion. But it creates the drama. Sys left. I have to admit, coming into these small stations where I come in a-blazing, I haven't lately been beat by other ships trying to beat me to the landing pad. I think they're still there, like that ship right there is one of the ones that try to beat me to the pad. So maybe they've slowed them down or something to where you have a better chance of beating them. Because I haven't had that problem lately. Maybe enough people complain that they fix that. Sys left. We're down to 4 missions. We have 9 hours. Let's check our time. Yeah, it's about right. Well, I appreciate you coming along and listening to my rants again. Be sure to check out my other playlists like No Man's Sky and Subnautica and Pinball VR and Ultimate Fishing Simulator, and watch more of our Elite Dangerous. The only time I really get frustrated is just delivering cargo missions. That's how the way I can make most of my credits. So be sure to join us on the next video and hit that subscribe button if you like all my drama that I bring to the video. Again, it's only on the cargo missions. And be sure to consider sponsoring our YouTube channel, and that's in the description. And be sure to watch more of our videos at GFM_RDG. So until the next video, thank you for watching and subscribing. Goodbye.